Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Curse of Oak Island team believes it has found the gold. The Curse of Oak Island finally had what might be its biggest breakthrough on the show. This week, they believe they have finally figured out where the gold at the money pit is buried. This could finally lead them to capture the elusive treasure after all these years. Here is a look at how they found the possible gold and what is next. Curse of Oak Island possibly finds gold. The team from the Curse of Oak Island believes they have finally found their gold. Thanks to their geologist, Dr. Ian Spooner's electronic slide, they believe they have pinpointed where the gold might be buried on the island. As expected, it was near the garden shaft at the money pit. There was a pink blob that showed up on the slide that the guys say shows where a large deposit of gold has been buried. Spooner collected water samples from around the money pit into plastic bottles. This entire procedure was to find out if there was gold in the water and determine where it might be located if there is. From the experiment, Spooner has figured out where the gold is buried. That happens to be just about 10 feet west of the garden shaft. When everyone got together in the war room, Marty asked about the gold. That is when Spooner pulled out a slide with a pink blob, and he said that is where the buried gold is located. What is next for Curse of Oak Island? Now, it is time to figure out how they will go about getting to the buried treasure. The good news is that they don't need something as big as the excavation team that they hired to dig down to find hidden chambers. The Canadian government shut down that entire ordeal because they didn't have the proper permits. For this hidden gold, Dr. Dred Miguel, the hydrogeologist, explained that the gold was not that deep under the water. He estimated the depth to be somewhere between 80 and 110 feet. This also lines up with previous explorers who found an inscribed stone at 90 feet, which is right there at about the same level. That marker was believed to be a marker for hidden treasure. That previous team had dug down to a platform, but they had to abandon the dig due to flooding. That was in 1804, and Marty and his team have the tools now to get down there and possibly find it without worrying about flooding disrupting their work. It sounds like they plan to start digging for gold ASAP. The sun was just beginning to rise over the enigmatic Oak Island, casting long shadows across the wind-swept trees and rocky shores. The island, shrouded in mystery and legend, had drawn treasure hunters for over 2 centuries, each one hoping to uncover its hidden secrets. Among these modern-day adventurers were the Lagina brothers, Rick and Marty, who had dedicated years to unraveling the island's mysteries. On this particular morning, excitement buzzed in the air. The team believed they had finally found the gold. The quest for Oak Island's treasure began in 1795 when a young man named Daniel McGinnis discovered a curious depression in the ground. Over the years, numerous expeditions had attempted to plumb the depths of what came to be known as the Money Pit, uncovering tantalizing clues, but never quite reaching the fabled riches. Legends spoke of pirates, knights, and secret societies, each one adding a layer of intrigue to the already confounding enigma. Rick and Marty, having secured the necessary permits and assembled a team of experts, approached their search with a mix of skepticism and hope. The island had yielded many artifacts and hints of treasure in the past, bits of parchment, strange stones, and tools of ancient origin. However, the prize, the legendary gold, remained elusive. On this crisp morning, the team gathered around the newest dig site, known as the C1 shaft. It was here that they had recently found fragments of gold, raising their hopes. The C1 shaft was deep and perilous, with water constantly seeping in from the surrounding bedrock. The team's state-of-the-art drilling and excavation equipment stood ready, a testament to their determination and ingenuity. "Today feels different," Rick said, his voice carrying a note of cautious optimism. "We've got the data, the evidence. I think we're finally on the right track." Marty nodded, sharing his brother's sentiment. "We need to proceed carefully, though. One wrong move, and we could lose everything to a cave-in or flooding. As the team descended into the C1 shaft, the atmosphere was electric. Metal detectors and ground-penetrating radar had indicated a significant metallic presence deep within the earth. The previous day's drill had brought up gold flecks, a promising sign that they were close to something monumental. Jack Begley, one of the team's younger members and a passionate treasure hunter in his own right, manned the controls of the large drilling rig. The machine roared to life, its powerful drill bit cutting through layers of sediment and stone. Each inch gained was a triumph, each foot an advance in their relentless pursuit. Hours passed, each moment filled with anticipation. The team members rotated shifts, maintaining their focus and energy. Laird Niven, the team's archaeologist, meticulously examined each sample brought up by the drill, his keen eye searching for any clue that might indicate they were nearing their goal. And then it happened. The drill struck something solid and metallic. The vibration of the hit resonated through the ground and up the rig, sending a shiver down the spine of everyone present. The machine ground to a halt, the drill unable to penetrate further. Jack's eyes widened as he called out, "We've hit something big. It's not rock, it's metal. Heavy metal." Rick and Marty exchanged a glance filled with a mixture of hope and anxiety. They knew they had to proceed with extreme caution. Any rash movement could damage the treasure or trigger a catastrophic collapse. Slowly and carefully, they employed a smaller, more precise drilling tool to create a narrow shaft alongside the obstruction. As they drilled, a small camera was lowered into the shaft, sending back live footage to the surface. The images were grainy but unmistakable. The sheen of gold gleamed to the artificial light. Cheers erupted from the team as the realization set in. They had done it. They had found the legendary gold of Oak Island. The discovery was not just a triumph of persistence, but also a vindication of the countless efforts and sacrifices made over the years. The footage revealed more than just a scattering of gold. It showed a cache of coins and artifacts, some encrusted with gems, others bearing symbols and inscriptions. The haul was clearly of immense historical significance, suggesting that the treasure was not merely a pirate's loot, but potentially tied to a much older and more storied lineage. As the team began the delicate process of extracting the treasure, historians and experts were called in to analyze the find. The gold coins bore the marks of ancient civilizations, suggesting a history that spanned continents and eras. The artifacts hinted at connections to the Knights Templar, further fueling speculation about the island's mysterious past. For Rick and Marty, the discovery was the culmination of a lifelong dream. Standing before the gleaming pile of gold, Rick could hardly contain his emotion. "This isn't just about the gold," he said, his voice choked with emotion. "It's about the history, the mystery, and the adventure. It's about the journey we've all been on together." Marty, ever the pragmatist, smiled and added, "And it's about proving that sometimes legends are real." The news of the discovery spread quickly, capturing the imagination of people around the world. Oak Island, once a place of unfulfilled promises and whispered legends, had finally given up its most prized secret. The island's curse, it seemed, had been lifted not by magic, but by the unwavering determination and ingenuity of those who dared to believe. As the sun set over Oak Island, casting its golden glow over the newfound treasure, the team gathered to celebrate. They knew that while they had uncovered the gold, the island still held many secrets waiting to be revealed. For the Lagina brothers and their team, the adventure was far from over. The curse of Oak Island had been broken, but its allure remained, promising new mysteries and discoveries for those bold enough to seek them out.